What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I have an interesting video today. I want to kind of do, I've seen something on Reddit and I'm literally going to show you the post. This is the post right here and kind of show you and explain to you what I think of this and which one I think is better. So somebody posted this. They said, which one would you pick? Surging Sparks or Silver Tempest? Oh, if I can do it. Or Simple Tempest. Which one is the best buy right now? Like I said, I have my personal own opinion about this. We'll get to it here in a second, but I want to see what everybody else's opinion is. It's kind of interesting to see what it is right now. Silver Tempest, this is what people are saying. Silver Tempest right now, cheaper and older. I'm going to say something about that. Just because of a product is cheaper and older does not mean it's really good, honestly. Like I said, we'll get to the numbers and everything like that and look at every single set and go through detail what I think about it. Like I said, this is all my personal opinion, but just because a set is cheap and it's older does not mean it's a good buy. You see what I'm saying? Don't go based off of that. Go based off of the set and the cards in the actual set. You know what I mean? Like that. For disclaimer, I do have 5 Silver Tempest booster boxes. Or no, I think 3 or 4. 3 or 4, I think 4. I don't know, somewhere around there. I have a couple. I know I have a couple, at least 3 or above of Silver Tempest booster boxes, and I have some some Surging Sparks. As I've already said, I already have couple cases of it. I did get them at, you know, more better price than Silver Tempest ever was. So, but the main thing with it is, don't go off of just because it's old doesn't mean it's going to do well. Go off the base off of actual good cards and card sets you believe in. Like like I said, we'll look at every card here in a second. I want to see what's it called. As a set, Silver Tempest with Lugia all art over the Pikachu. Okay, I can understand that. Silver Tempest all day. The only card with any value is Silver Tempest is Lugia. That's a big point right there. That is a very big point. If Silver Tempest is available on Pokemon Center website, then there's really no demand set because there's no excuses for that. We can say that. People are just saying just because the set's older, you see them saying. So some people are kind of understand it here, and some people are like, well, just because the set's here, you know what I mean, like that. Like, it's kind of, I kind of understand what you're saying. A lot of people are saying I see some mixed opinions. I'm seeing some really mixed opinions. You see this right here. Surging Sparks 1, Silver Tempest is, you know, in my opinion. We can say that. But look, let's look and see what the prices, or look at the cards first of what is in Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest, like the guy was saying, there's not that much in here. There is a Rayquaza. The Rayquaza is really nice, but it's only a trainer guy. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no like alternate arts in here. The Regidraco, it's not that good of a card, and the main reason that this card was good is because it's in like play still. I'm pretty sure people are still using it in play. That's the only reason I think this card actually has some value. I mean, the card is decent, but like I said, Lugia's the main card in Silver Tempest. There are some Blazikens. There are all the trainer galleries and stuff like that. Those are pretty good. The main 4 cards that are in this set is Lugia, Blaziken, and Rayquaza, but they should have done better. Like, they could have added a Rayquaza alt art here. They have the Lugia. Like I said, this set's mainly around Lugia. Of course it is, but there is some cards here that are like, you know what I mean? There's not the best kind of set, I feel like. Personally, I feel like there's a lot better sets out there to buy than Silver Tempest, but we're just kind of comparing Surging Sparks and Silver Tempest. Now, if we look at Surging Sparks, you see it has the Pikachu, the Latias, the Milotic, the Hydreigon, Lisa's Appeal, all these, you see what I'm saying? They have some big chase cards here. So, Silver Tempest does have the Lugia and the Rayquaza, but it's all just the same cards. You see what I'm saying? They have the Rayquaza, Lugia, Regidraco, Lugia. You see what I'm saying? There's not some really crazy chase cards that people are kind of going after. You can see in the prices too. You know what I mean? Like, these cards aren't really that sought after. The main card that's really sought after is the Lugia. But the one thing I would say before we go on is, the one bad thing that kind of messed up Silver Tempest is all those like treasure chests and those god boxes or stuff like that. That's kind of really what messes up the prices of Silver Tempest, in my opinion, because a lot of people kind of got all their like alt arts and everything like that from those chests. So that messed up the values a lot for Silver Tempest. So I can throw that in there too. But in my honest opinion, Surging Sparks just has a whole better cards. Yes, it is a lot more expensive now. It is a lot more, priced. The boxes are kind of priced and the cards are kind of more expensive, but that brings it value. You see what I'm saying? This set has the Pikachu. It has a Latias, has a Pikachu Gold, the Milotic. It has a bunch of other chase cards in it. Silver Tempest does not really have that many good chase cards, I feel like, in my personal opinion. Like I said, they have the Blaziken, the Rayquaza. The Lugia is a big one, but let's look at the box prices. The box, okay, this is where it kind of gets interesting to me personally, and I might personally kind of make a play here just to see what happens. I've already made a kind of a smaller play. I might talk about this whole in another video. Well, I mean, I guess I can throw it in here. But if we look right here, look at the market cap, or the market the market cap. Look at the market value for Silver Tempest booster boxes. Look at them right now, $169. if we look at most recent sold, I know a lot of people said that some people can't buy them on the Pokemon Center, but if we look, there's a lot of people. Look, 170, 160, 170, 149, 167, 160. There's a lot of them around 170. It's like, it's kind of interesting what's going on with Silver Tempest. Like I said, Silver Tempest could have a big play. Look, 160. It's kind of like all over the place between 160 and 170. So they have gone up recently in value though. You've seen some sold for 149. It's really interesting. Like, the prices are all over the place, but the one thing too is we haven't seen any under 140. But if we look at Surging Sparks is just kind of crazy. I haven't looked at Surging Sparks in the last like day or two since I made a video. Dang, Surging Sparks just keeps climbing. Look at the recent sales, 209. It's still around the same price, like 209, 205, 20. It's definitely crossed the 200 mark as of now. It's at 200 to 210. Like, I haven't seen anything around yet. I don't see anything below 200, 202 being sold. So that's doing pretty good. So Surging Sparks is the more expensive booster box. Yes, it is. But if we look at something very interesting, like I said, look at Silver Tempest is still available on the Pokemon Center. I said in my video a while ago that this box will probably sell it by the end of the year. And it'll probably sell it by the end of the year, which I can see it definitely selling out now because of, if this thing will load, because of the box going up in price. Like, we looked at it, it's around 169. Look, you still can get them. The only thing that really sucks about this is you can't get a seal case. You can only buy 4. I'm pretty sure I bought 4 of them, I think, or 3. I don't really know. I'm still trying to remember that. I'll look at it here in a little bit, but you know, that's not even worried about here. I just know I have a little bit of Silver Tempest, not a lot, but I have a couple of boxes just to have some, you know what I mean? Because it's for market price, and you know, it's there. But Silver Tempest is still available in the Pokemon Center. But if we see 143, so shipped, it'd probably be like 150. So 150, and what are the box prices going for right now? It's like 170, so $20. So that's kind of a play you could do. Like I said, Surging Spark, Silver Tempest long term, I don't really feel like is that strong of set really. This, like, some people might be like, why are you comparing these two? Like, this is nothing, you know what I mean? Like, this is a obvious winner right here. But I'm just looking to see, you know, I want to kind of start doing more of these kind of like Reddit videos. If y'all enjoy these, let me know, because I want to do more of these, because I like kind of looking and seeing what people are like. Sometimes I scratch my head when I look at Reddit, honestly, because I'm like, because most of this is like common sense to me, but some people are like, I'm like, wait, what? But we do have a lot of more newer people into this hobby, you know what I mean? So this could be a legit question. But look, we see Surging Sparks is sold out in the Pokemon Center, every single thing. So like the guy said, it's sold out in the Pokemon Center, and Silver Tempest isn't, so that could be a big thing right there, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Surging Sparks versus Silver Tempest, I say Surging Sparks easily, honestly. Surging Sparks so far, to me personally, is probably the best set in the Scarlet Violet era. Tempo Forces is up there too. Like, there's some good sets in the Scarlet Violet era. I might start comparing some other sets with that. Let me know if y'all want to see me compare other sets and stuff like that. Surging Sparks is kind of a hard one to go, you know what I mean? But we'll see. But look, yeah, at this, I say Silver Tempest. So if you're going to buy something, like I said, the prices are a little higher. So that's the main bad thing about this is, that's why a lot of people are saying, like, hey, go after Silver Tempest because it's the cheapest. But just because it's the cheapest, I still feel like the Pikachu, the Latios, and stuff like that really do good long term. This box, Surging Sparks, will probably eventually down the road be like a $500 booster box eventually. You know what I mean? I'm maybe saying like 3, 4, 5 years on the road, you know what I mean? Like that, give it a little while, it'll eventually be there. I feel like, of course. Silver Tempest, I feel like this box I feel like it's just gonna be like a $300 box. I feel like it's nothing gonna be crazy with it. I don't feel like Silver Tempest will have like a crazy run. Surging Sparks is one of those sets that could eventually have like a big old run because of the Pikachu or the Latios and stuff like that. And some of these other cards can start getting a little more expensive too. Like the Milotic, I feel is really good and everything like that. And the Latios, it could be really good, or the Latios could be a really good card. Like Surging Sparks just has more chase cards in it, I feel like, and more cards that people enjoy really. Silver Tempest is a really nice set, don't get me wrong, like the Lugia, but the one thing about, like I said, with Silver Tempest, the main card in here is a Lugia, and the Lugia is a strong card. Trust me, I have a PSA 10 personally for the collection because I love this card. I love the Lugia card, absolutely amazing. I have the PSA 10, but the actual set itself, like I said, if they would have had a Rayquaza all in here, it would have probably been a little better. But the Rage Draco, you know what I mean, there's nothing really stands out in this set besides a Lugia. That's why it's kind of like people are saying it's still in the Pokemon Center, so that's a big indication there. But that's just my opinion on this. I would love to hear what y'all think about this. Like I said, I want to kind of do more of these like Reddit videos because some people are like interesting, like just because they're all like, you see Silver Tempest all day, like the main thing about this, I don't really like people's kind of thoughts process. They're like, oh, just because the set's older doesn't mean just because if its set is older and it's cheaper means that's good value. No, not at all. Do not go off of that. That stuff kind of will mess you up because you're going to get trapped in a value trap. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be like, oh, this set's older, it's 3 years older. You mean Surging Sparks can get a reprint, which is good because then you should just buy more of it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't mean it's just that's opportunities to buy into Surging Sparks if it gets like a massive reprint, which I doubt it will. I don't think it will get like a massive reprint. It'll definitely get a reprint down the road sometime, but Silver Tempest is just one of those sets where it's just like blah. It's more of a, it's not that strong of a set. But I don't want people to get in that mindset of being like, oh, just because it's cheap and it's old, buy it, it's gonna go up. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't, it's not gonna go. There's a lot of other sets in the Sword and Shield area that are better than Silver Tempest. I feel like Sword and Shield has that kind of air when there's like 3 or 4 booster boxes that are still available in the Pokemon Center, and you can see why they are. And that is a big reason why you kind of got to watch it and learn nowadays and see, be careful, because these boxes are going to be the same way as like the Scarlet and Violet era. You see what I'm saying? We could take what we've learned from Silver Tempest, from Sword and Shield, and put it to Scarlet and Violet. I might make another video about that too. I want to do, because there's a couple of things we have to learn about Sword and Shield era. The boxes that have not done really, really well in Sword and Shield era are the ones that only have one big chase card in it. You see what I'm saying? Like the Lugia, the Pikachu, Darkness Ablaze, all those kind of sets that have one big chase card and not multiples in there. That's where I feel like the sets that are not going to do strong best. You see what I'm saying? Like there's certain sets that are like, we're like, you know what I mean, don't have that many chase cards in it, so they won't perform really well. Like I said, I'll probably make a whole video about that, because that's a good topic to talk about, and to kind of see which sets to kind of go after in the Scarlet and Violet era. That's just me personally, but we'll see what happens. Let me see. I would love to hear y'all's opinion on, what do you think? What do you honestly think? Let me know. Like, just because of my opinion, I'm not trying to sway you to buy any of these sets. Like I said, I have both of them. You see what I'm saying? So I feel strongly about both of them, but one of them I have 4 cases of, and one of them I have like 3 or 4 booster boxes. Just because I think Silver Tempest at a good price, I would have bought a couple booster like cases if I could have got it like Silver Tempest for the same price as Surging Sparks. But that's just me personally. I would love to hear y'all's opinions on this. What do y'all think? Y'all seen Silver Tempest or Surging Sparks? Let me know. I'd love to hear your opinions. I know a lot of people are kind of feeling iffy about Surging Sparks right now because of how massive it's kind of run up a little bit. So I'd love to hear y'all's opinions. Hope you enjoyed this. See you on the next one. Peace.